Hello everyone, how are you? Just thought we'd watch the football together. I've also got the luxury pickers live on Poshmark. I'm going to send them an item, hopefully. Just going to do that now. So I feel like I'm doing a multiple million things right now. So that's fine. If anyone knows how to add an item, we know who knows. She's there somewhere, surely. Just adding an item. There we are. I've shared my item in there now, so hopefully they'll read it out. Bids start at £5. I'm going to turn that down. Oh, it says no listing still. Unless they have to accept it, maybe. I'm not too sure. Hello, Mandy. How are you? I've got football on, and I'm just in the luxury pickers Poshmark live as well because I've just submitted an item to them. But it still says 0 in the listing bit. I found it, press share to host and everything, but it's still got 0 in there. So hopefully it will come up. It's a Ralph Lauren jumper I've had for a little while. Just gonna pop that in. Yeah. How's the weather everywhere else, guys? Because it's thunderstormed here. It hasn't really cleared it an awful lot either, to be honest. Like, it's still pretty muggy. And what did you think of all the pomp and circus before the match? Like like the NFL, they got halftime show, haven't they? Now it seems to be doing like a Pepsi kickoff show before the Champions League game, which is just crazy. I'm going to try submitting this item again. I don't know whether they have to. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I think they have to add it on, so I can actually put 2 in. So I'm going to put the second one in. Let's see what else I'm going to put on there. No, that England shirt I've had for quite a while, but that might go. Let's see. I know what I'm going to put in. Let's do that. There we go. So they're all in for review. I don't really know what they're doing, to be honest. I'm just going to keep it on mute and just keep it on mute and see what happens. I've submitted my items. Hopefully they'll do it. Yeah, I'm good. Heat decent up north, nice. And heat and menopause. Oh no. Oh dear, that is a bad mix, isn't it? Heat and menopause. Ooh. Awful. So yeah, let me know what you think about the pre-kickoff show. Whether you think it's going to take off here, because obviously in America halftime show is huge. Do you think it's going to be anything here? Do you think this is going to be something before every major tournament in football now? Who knows? Max, that's all right. You do what you want to do. If you want to come on, come on. If you don't. Totally up to you. It's fine. Yeah, absolutely up to you. I'm just going to be here watching the football, sharing with you guys. We'll see whether my items actually come on the auction as well, and if they sell, we shall see. At the moment, they only seem to be doing their own items. But then I've submitted mine, so I'd have thought I should be able to see them in the listings, in the Posh show. But I think they've got to review them, actually. So it might be they even say, you know what, we don't even want to show your items. Who knows? Hello, Woo Woo, how are you? I think it's a bit early to give up on it yet, Mandy. I think it's still got loads of potential. I'm still getting the odd sale off it. I think once it opens up properly, it'll kick back up again. Because like the first week it opened, I was like buzzing. I was so busy. So yeah, I think it will kick back up again once it's open properly. Because don't forget, although there's people on there, it's still not open properly. So keep it, just keep it going. Keep it going. Oh. My hay fever's been awful today as well. Let's see. Yeah. It will, Mandy. I'm positive. I really think it will. I think once they open out properly, I think we'll get another buzz like, with the soft launch. I really do. I'm still selling the odd item on there. So yeah, I think it just needs to be opened up properly now. One thing I don't like though is when you send an offer to people, you have to give a discounted shipping or free shipping, which massively eats into your profit margins with a 20%, fee on Poshmark. That annoys me. It's like I'd rather just send the offer, but they still have to pay the shipping. I don't really want to have to discount them or have to do a free ship. So yeah, that kind of annoys me. Hey Lisa, how are you? Hope you're all right. Oh, that was close. Man City nearly scored there. Let's see if I can see my items. There's 2 now in the thing. Let's see. No, still there items. Yeah. So I don't think they've actually. Either they haven't actually reviewed my items yet, or they're not gonna put them in their auction. I don't know, but it's meant to be like a, we'll list your items for you and we'll sell them for you kind of thing. But I don't know whether it's actually going to work like that. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, I've put my 2 items in there. We shall see. Hey George, how you doing? Oh, foul. Oh, nice that eBay's picked up for you though, Mandy. eBay's been shit for me, although I did sell that penny board skating backpack I got last week. I sold that to America. I took an offer for 20. I had it on 30, but I took an offer for 20. Yeah, how have you got to ambassador by doing loads of sharing, Mandy? Because I'm very nearly at ambassador level. I just need to do more self shares. So you have to do 5,000 shares of other people's items, 5,000 of your own. You need to have 15 sales. You need to have a above 4.5 star rating, I think, and give a thank you note or something. So yeah, if you've hit all those, then that's why you're an ambassador now, which means you can do the live shows. So you could go live if you want. I've just put my fan on because it's a bit hot now. But yeah, Max, it is very hot. Well done, Lisa. Where did you sell your jeans? I thought I'd come on and just do a bit of a live because I missed Wednesday. I wasn't feeling great Wednesday. So I thought to make up for the fact I haven't done a live this week, I thought we'll just sit, watch the football, chat about shit, like the usual live anyway. We'll just chat about stuff, watch football, have a drink, see if I sell anything in this thing or not. If they do my items, we'll see. Yeah. I didn't realise Inter Milan was sponsored by Paramount, like the movie thing and the channel. Let me know if you're struggling to hear me at all, because I have got the telly and the fan on. So let me know if you are struggling to hear me. How do you add to their live? So I'll show you, Mandy. So this is their live here. And you see, oh, hang on. See this one? Just below the credit card sign. You click that. Oh, God, I can't get it on. So the icon just below the credit card sign, you click that. Click the plus. Takes you to your wardrobe. Choose what you want. And then it'll ask you to send it. And then it will send it to them for review, whether they want to include it in their live or not, basically. I sent a Ralph Lauren jumper and a toast top. But that's how it works, basically. Yeah, it's thunder in here, Lisa, as well. Oh, George has been to a jumble and an emporium today. Woo! Very nice. Did you get anything good, George? I went to the car boot this morning, and it honestly feels like yesterday I went. It's like a long day. It's crazy. I've got no offers to send out on eBay either at the moment. Yeah, I can't remember what I was going to tell you. I'm sure it will come back to me. Hello, Linz, Harlot Twin. How are you? Have you done it then, Mandy? I've DM'd you, George, just in case you do want to come on. That's crazy. Yeah, because I got up early, went to the car boot, came back, and then I went back to sleep, and then had food and went to work. So this morning literally feels like it was like yesterday because I went back to sleep again. I don't feel like I went this morning. I feel like I went yesterday or something. What's the boat life, Max? You on a boat? I'm on a boat. Take a good hard look at the motherfucking boat. Right, we're 11 minutes in now. There's only been one chance so far, and it was a vague chance, to be fair. Oh, John Stone's getting eggy. Oh, okay, Linz. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to put some nose spray in my nose so I literally can't breathe. City, that initial rhythm that we see when they're in possession, that's down to the Inter start of the match. Oh, so sweaty, isn't it? Really sweaty. I spoke to Chris Cookie in the Haydens, and he said it was too much of an important game for him to come on tonight. He might come on at the end, though. Hello, George. You all right?
Hello.
You good?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm just sweating. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just sat here and I'm like, just clammy. That horrible word, clammy.
I'm really sweaty, and my hay fever's driving me nuts. I've just gone and done some nose spray so I can actually breathe.
How do I take this thing off? Virtual background. Oh no, I've done a pretty warm.
my summer pajamas and the when I'm live, Mandy, because my boob will fall out the side of it, so I can't wear
Same.
it. I got like a vest top that goes with these shorts, which are my summer pajamas, but I can't wear it because my tit will literally come out the side, and I can't be doing with that. Plus, it would probably go viral. Do you know what I mean? If my tit comes out.
I haven't seen that video. Who burped on
It
was
was
it you?
So I didn't actually realise I'd done it until I'd watched it back. And I was playing it back and I was going to message Dems. I was like, oh, do you know what? Someone's like burped. Like it's there, clear as day. And then as I was watching it, I realised it was me. I was like, shit, that came out of me. I didn't even know that I had burped till I watched it back.
God.
But I was obviously, I think the problem is because Dens does it on like Zoom.
Yeah.
That I think I forget it's recording and it's going to go to YouTube. So I'm just sat there, burping away, really.
Well, thank God it's burping and not farting. Can you imagine?
Oh no! Can you imagine if it was a fart as well? Oh
I know.
God!
Well, this is why I've got, my chair. It's like really squeaky. I can just move around and I'll be like, cover it up. You know when people are.
You can hear it, Lisa. It's right before I start giggling because honestly, I watched that back for hours that day, and I was just pissing myself constantly. When you go to like proper hysterics, you've got to just keep watching something back.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to leave it for a bit, otherwise it's not going to be funny. So I left it for like a couple of hours and did it again.
There's a TikTok video and it went back and it's gone viral and it's basically like someone jumping. It's like someone scaring this woman who's walking down a corridor at work, and she goes like that, and this woman reacts and she goes, and it's the funniest voice. And I've watched it far too many times. I just lose it, and it's like at like 2 a.m. I'm scrolling through doing that, and I just start like absolutely howling. I've got to remember I actually live with people. I'm just,
have you seen this what I put up from last night in Andrew's chat?
No, I've been out all day, so I need to start catching up. What's happening?
I found it hilarious. It's probably one of them things you kind of got to be in the chat for at the time. But Andrew said he was going to send him a picture of his chopper. And he's like, what's a chopper? And then, of course, Andrew explains what it is. And it was quite funny. I know, woo. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm just sorting out some of the stuff that I got today because obviously I've got car boot tomorrow. I don't want any kind of like backlog at the moment, and it's like, oh.
Well, I'm off Monday, Tuesday, so I'm going to be like mass listing again.
Oh, that's nice though.
Yeah, I've got some stuff from Vinted I need to list. I've still got about 5 items left from last week's car boot, and I've got all of this week's car boot to go as well.
Yeah.
But I spent a bit more at the car boot, and I didn't get quite as much stuff. But I think I possibly got kind of better quality stuff, really.
Yeah, I think that's what I did. Was it last week or the week before? I can't remember. I'm absolutely drained today. No, I've been like my purchase price has kind of been going up. Oh no, that's right. I went to the charity shop supermarket thing that was in Manchester, and everything was that little bit more expensive. I knew it was, but like it's better quality stuff. It was all contoured. They brought out a lot of the good stuff to get rid of. Yeah. But like I got like 3 pairs of Adidas trainers, like Gore-Tex boots, and for a tenner, and one of them goes for 90 quid.
Good. Wow, that's really good.
And the thing is, like, I sweat when I sweat any normal amount of time when I spend over a £5. I'm like, oh my God. So I was like, oh yeah, 50 quid, that's fine. I've got a Barber jacket for 20 quid. I was like, yeah, whatever, throw it in. And I was like, when I got back, I was like, oh my God. I'm going to have to make that money back. I was panicking a bit. But now that I've seen how much they actually do go for, I was like, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah. I've had a bit of a fail actually. I did buy a Puma jacket that I thought was all right, but it had a mark on the back, and then I realised that actually the Puma and the 84 here on the chest wasn't there anymore. I didn't see it in like the bright sunshine because it was such a white jacket. It was only when I got it indoors, I was like, oh, there should be something like here. But it wasn't there. I know those Slim Jims, Mandy, like they're mental. Was it mechanically separated chicken they have in them? Which is kind of crazy.
Ew.
Yeah, it was an American snack that Todd had, and it had beef, pork. It looked like a pepperami basically, and it had beef, pork, and it said on the ingredients list mechanically separated chicken. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Mechanically separated.
Yeah.
So basically, you put it in a mincer. That was it. Oh, it's funny.
So you don't really want to read like mechanically separated chicken, do you?
I hate board games, and I don't know why I picked them up.
Yeah.
Because I've got Shrek hands, and I'm trying to like figure out how to like pick out all these tiny little things, and I'm like, pew, pew, they keep firing. It's all over the place. Oh god. So who's winning?
It's 0-0 at the moment. It's only 15, 20 minutes in. 20 minutes in.
Well, City should win it. They're too good at the moment.
Yeah, I think they should win it, but you never know. The pressure might get to them.
That's true.
I saw this post actually on Facebook that someone was so confident they're going to get this treble that they've already got it tattooed on them.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they lost? That'd be hilarious.
It's on their calf, and they got this great big Man City badge saying treble winners at the top with all 3 trophies already on their calf.
What are those? For sales mass. Oh, at least it's got like
this auction thing, see if my items are in it or what. I don't actually know whether they're going to put it in or anything.
Give chance.
Okay, they haven't put it in yet.
So I got this game. Oh, there it is. Oh, thank God. I got this game at the Emporium, and it's called Buccaneer. And I've had it before, and I've sold it before. And it was only a tenner, and I know that they go for about 30 quid if they're complete. And it was what they've done is they've wrapped it, they've secured it in string basically, and I was like, oh, that's really nice. It's like it's not ripping, because this is like from the 70s. You put sellotape on it, it'll rip it to buggery.
Yeah.
So like I was like, but then look what they've done. They've gone and stuck their bloody shop label on it, and I've tried peeling it off.
No.
It's like, oh, you're technically a reseller. You should know never put anything sticky. So yeah, I'm a bit annoyed, but I'll leave that on. But this was a tenner, and so I thought, oh, I might as well buy something. But they had so much stuff in there. I was like, oh my god. It's like I love Emporiums. I just love Emporiums. I never get to go because I'm not really near any. I used to be near one in Stoke, and I used to go in there like every other day, and I was like, oh my god. Like I loved it, but like obviously it is expensive. It's not for like picking up to resell, but I beg to differ now. I got this. There was a giant Tiffany lampshade. You know, one of those big Tiffany kind of ones, but it was huge. It was like that. It was like a big dome, and they wanted 68 quid. I was like, I'm sure they go for about 200. Anyway, I looked, and the last one that sold was 110, and I was like, I can't justify it. 68 quid.
No,
it would have been brilliant.
That wouldn't even be like 70% profit, really, would it?
No, I would have made like a tenner.
Yeah.
I would just be buying it for bragging rights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's far too hot today. I hope tomorrow is a little bit cooler, but it looks like it's going to get even worse.
Yeah. Well, I'm at work again tomorrow afternoon.
Are you going in the morning?
No, because I've been today and I spent everything. I was going to go tomorrow if I had money left over, but I spent everything today. But I'm pretty chuffed with what I've got. Made a little contact as well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's a guy called it's called Alex, and he was just doing like rails and rails of like he had like Columbia jackets, North Face jackets, like loads of like Depop-y kind of stuff, just like kind of Bale kind of stuff really. And I said to him, "Do you buy all this to like resell yourself?" And he was like, yeah, but I'm more into like wholesale now. So he's got his own like warehouse and everything. And I got about 6 items off him for about 15 quid, all Ralph Lauren, Nike, and
that's good,
and all stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Have my card, and you can come down and hand pick and that kind of thing."
That's good. Hand pick and go into hand pick, and if there's no one else there, you can kind of just.
Yeah, he said like he's there like Monday to Friday. He was really young as well. He looks like about 15, and and he was like, "Yeah, you can just come down, like hand pick and that." And yeah.
I wonder if he's bought off one of those. When they buy, is it like 1,000 kilogram bale at a time and done it that way?
Yeah.
And it's just a set up shop.
Yeah, but he was only doing like the Columbia fleeces for like a £5. North Face jackets were a tenner, and then he was doing 3 other items, whether it was the shirts, t-shirts, or whatever, for like can't remember how much, but it came to £15.
That's really good.
Yeah,
that is really good. That's better than a charity shop, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I'm just not sociable enough to like make contact. Like be I'm friendly and everything, but like
I just asked him. I just said like, "Did you buy all this to resell yourself, and that's why you're here?" Because he had loads and loads of it. Yeah. And then he was like, "Oh, I'm into wholesale now," and I just said, He said, "What are you looking for?" And I said, "Well, just everything really." And he said, "I said that I'll resell it," and then he just gave me his card and said, "Come down Monday to Friday, you can hand pick, spend as much time there as you want, and pick it all out."
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I haven't been listing as much because I went away the other day. I spent the day in Dublin, and my legs are just absolutely kaput. It's like when Bridget Jones gets off that exercise bike and she's like, "Ugh." That was basically me waking up in the morning the night before, because like my flight was delayed until like 12 o'clock, so I didn't actually get home until I didn't get to sleep until about 2:30 on Thursday. So I was like, oh my god. And then I woke up at like 8 o'clock and I had to go out to do all my orders. It's been a right week, I tell you. I picked the worst time to go and visit family and go thrifting, and it was it. Yeah, it was hot as well, and it was like, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, Haaland's had the best chance there. Save though, but that's the best chance of the half so far. Yeah, I have got a big beer woo woo. I don't actually think the luxury pickers are going to show my things in their auction.
Do you reckon there's a backlog?
I don't know, because they've done a few. and it's more people that you know.
Right.
Perhaps they wouldn't show mine because they don't know me. It's their friends, basically. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right, got ya. Is it like
it says free pickers and friends? If you're not an ambassador yet, share your items into our thing and into our auction, and we'll show it for you, kind of thing. Sell it for you.
Right. But
it's they seem to only kind of be showing like their friends' items. But
right.
Yeah, there's plenty of time left, so they might put it in. You have to, so you select your items. They put it for then it goes to review. So they have to say, yeah, okay, we will auction this. Obviously, in case someone sends in I don't know, something offensive or whatever.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, it seems to be just a lot of all their friends stuff they're doing it.
So do they have control over your listing?
No. So all you do is you go down into this little drop box.
Yeah.
Wardrobe. You select the 2 items. You're only allowed to share 2 items. It gets sent to them for review to say, yes, I'm going to sell this person, or no, I'm not, basically. If they say yeah, then you're in the chat, so you can be you can add in extra bits. You can choose how long you can do the auction for. All this different kind of stuff. Whether you're going to do it for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 60 seconds, what the starting bid is, and then it's go, basically.
Right. And then it goes directly to your
me, yeah.
Like the money to your right,
yeah.
got you.
That would go to me, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's quite a good idea, actually.
Yeah. Here he is. Oh, thank you, Sean. I have missed you, Sean. Haven't seen you around for a little while. What's free on Grindr?
They're pretty if you're not a reseller, you need a mate. I know I am definitely a reseller. I'm not a hoarder. Yeah, the thing is, you can just see from here. You can't see everything around me. Oh, it's horrific. Absolutely horrific. And the thing is, what's really annoying, I cleared it all like the other week. I did like a challenge and I ended up really listed loads. And now I've just filled it all up again. It's like, oops. Never mind.
I think actually, as well, it doesn't matter whether you're in the auction. You can submit your stuff and it will just do it for you if you don't select, kind of thing. I don't think it matters whether you're there or not.
Groovy.
I mean, I could be saying, oh yeah, they're like, choosing all their friends. It could be they've chose mine and I've totally not been concentrating. But
or it could be randomly kind of like shuffling them and you're like, they're like, how dare they?
Yeah, I'm sure there's like totally innocent reasons why. I'm just sticking a wooden spoon in. Oh, George, this one time I was in London. This was years ago. Just because Sean's mentioned Grindr, and I was in this pub, and this guy was just sat at the table. This other guy walks in. Bless me, just went, "Oh hi, you Ben from Grindr?" Yeah, I'm Tom from Grindr. Just really loud. Just went, "Oh, you Ben from Grindr?" And they're like, yeah. And it just sat down and had a meal, had a nice chat. But everyone knew they met on Grindr. It was just so funny.
It was funny. There was there's a TikTok person, I've forgotten his name, and he goes up to people and he says, "Do you know this noise?" And it's the blip from Grindr. And he asked this group of lads, and someone's filming him, and there's like out of 5 of them, 3 of them are like, "What's that?" And the other 2 were like. He's like, you don't even need to say anything.
That's hilarious.
Show here. What's that? Mandy's got something there. I have just shared 2 things, Lisa says. Let's see if they show mine.
Yeah, I've proper stuck a wooden spoon in now, but never mind.
Should we all just start like throwing our whole of our rubbish listings at them? Oh no, that's mean. It's like they're the luxury pickers. They pick like, you know, like the Gucci's and the Versace, and like we're like, would you do the Georges and the fat faces? The M&S collection.
So, George, there's like this whole, you know, like the NFL have a halftime show by Pepsi.
Yeah.
So the Champions League today did a pre-kickoff show by Pepsi, and
Right.
Burner Boy was on there, and I can't remember who else was on there. I only caught the end because I just got back from work. So I was like asking, like, what do people think about all the pomp and things with it? Like, is it going to be like a main thing now with all main tournaments? Are we now going to always see pre-kickoff shows like the halftime shows? Is it going to be a thing? Is it going to be a flash in the pan?
I mean,
what people thought.
I watch the Super Bowl pretty much every year for the past like 6 or 7 years. I watch it and I really enjoy it. I don't know any of the rules.
Yeah.
The football, but I do actually watch the Super Bowl and I really like it. I actually do really like it. And I watch like the halftime shows and everything. And it is it's a big deal, isn't it? It's like massive. You've got like 100 million people tuning in. That's like a third of the nation. And then just tuning in of America, like tuning in. It's like, it's a big deal. Yeah. But like, in terms of over here, it's not, I don't know. Because I went to the women's FA Cup final at Wembley, and they didn't have like a specific person, but they had like a DJ and they had like a comedian on. That Josie, was it Josie? Not Josie Long. There was a comedian on. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, there was like things happening, like, you know, little piece of things happening all around like during halftime. But yeah, I think I wouldn't mind it. It adds a bit of something, doesn't it? A bit extra. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah, I'm not like hating it. I just kind of, I don't know, I just find it a bit weird because for so long we've watched football without anything before, like kickoff. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of a bit weird.
Yeah, but like when they do all the commentary, it's like oh god, it can get a bit drawn out.
Yeah, that is true. Like I don't really watch all the build up before a match because it goes on for like an hour or so, and it's just the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. Ooh. So I got a big bag of toys again for a tenner at this jumble sale, and I've gotten like 3 Garfields. One goes for £15, but I've got this one. This one's got tags on, and it's just come up at £24.99.
Oh, nice!
Yeah, and it was all for a tenner, and I think I got like, what else I got loads of other stuff, but like the majority of it is toys, and I got like 10 toys. So I kind of like, oh, well, they're just like £1 each. And I got a Pikachu that works. It's from 1998. Oh. So that's like 15 quid. So I'm like, I'm quite surprised because I just started, there was like, I was, you know, when you're at a jumble sale, it's in like a small room and there's like lots of people walking around you. So you literally, I'm like, stay away. Trying to shovel as much stuff in my bag as possible. So I'm not really like looking. I was just like, oh, I know that one. Yeah. I know that character. Throw it in the bag, and then I took it to the front. I was like, I'll have them, please. And then I've just started checking everything, and I'm quite impressed with myself. But oh yeah, I've got them as well.
Sean says my mate Ray gets his place cleaned on a regular basis by a grinder. All you need is the ability to shout, and there's no end of people popping around with dusters.
People are weird. People are so weird. I couldn't be that. The thing is, like, I'm not that dominant. I'm not like you know, that dominant personality. I'd be like, oh, I'll just pay you the living wage and just go. Yeah. I'd just be like, no, sorry, mate. Oh, I've got that camera as well.
Fair play. This has been a bit of a boring half to start with.
Did you see West Ham's game?
Yeah, I did.
God, when that guy got he got was it a blade got thrown at him?
I wasn't sure whether it was like a disposable vape that hit him. I thought it looked like that.
I thought it was. I didn't even twig at that. It looked like, you know, one of those little thin Stanley knives.
Yeah, like the Swiss penknife kind of thing.
Yeah, they were like tiny ones, and it looked like that when he was like holding it up, and I was like trying to look. I was in the airport at the time, and I was like looking on the screen, and I didn't even think it could have been a vape pen, but he was bleeding like loads. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Insane.
That's the thing, like, if it's come from quite high up, as it comes down, it's got more force, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
If it was like a disposable vape pen, it was probably the end round bit that caught him.
Yeah, popped
and
it.
he is going to bleed a lot because you have such a good blood supply to your head, and especially doing all that exercise as well. Like, your veins are going to be dilated, and yeah, that's how you get so much blood. But yeah, always looks worse than it is head injuries, though. Yeah, I thought it was a vape woo-woo as well. I thought it looked like an elf bar or something like that. But the poor like assistant referee, like, she got showered with the cups as well, didn't she?
Yeah, that was just totally out of order, wasn't it? But there was was it the teams they got arrested, didn't they? Some people because they were beating up West Ham fans while they were sat in restaurants before the match.
Yeah.
Like, craziness.
Yeah,
Crazy, absolute craziness.
I mean, West Ham were quite lucky to win that, really. I think they just had to luck in the night on their side. I wouldn't necessarily say that West Ham were the better team as such. I just think they had the luck of the night on their side.
Yeah. Where have I dropped it? Ah, there it is. That's done. So, have you got anywhere nice planned on your trips?
Well, I was looking the other day at like things to do in Vienna. There's like a artificial island there. So on the River Danube, and they've made like an artificial island there. It's called Copa Kangara, something like that. And it's got like big, like flat screen tellies, artificial little like beach. You can have like cocktails there. There's like pop-up food stalls, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go check that out. I want to go to the Freud Museum, Sigmund Freud Museum.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that. I made a little list actually. Let me find it.
How long are you there for?
Only 2 nights in Vienna and then 2 nights in Prague. But I'm in Switzerland. I'm in Germany before that and Switzerland before that.
Ooh, so cool. I was thinking of going to Germany.
Huh?
I was thinking of going to Germany. I was thinking of going to Cologne. I love Cologne.
Yeah. I've never been before.
It's big, like the Rhine. When you go down it, it's just beautiful. Particularly last time I went, it was this weather. It was this kind of weather. It was scorching, and they have this conveyor belt across the Rhine. And I went on it, and guess what? It broke, and we were waiting for it was about an hour. To be fair, it wasn't that long, but we were waiting, and we were right in the middle, hung over the Rhine, and it was high noon, scorching. Oh my God, I've never panicked so much in my life. But I would like to go back.
I'm burning.
Well, it's got like the windows were like that big, so you couldn't get them down. They were just like little thing. Oh, it's a nightmare. But yeah, I wouldn't mind going back. It's a nice enough city.
So my list I made so far for Vienna was Copa Kagrana, Freud Museum, Naschmarkt, which is like a massive food market, from through like all over the world and stuff like that. Apparently, it's huge. And Judenplatz Holocaust Memorial. That's my list so far.
I can't think of anything else in Vienna.
I was going to go watch an opera as well, but I was like, I don't really like opera.
I've never seen an opera. It's like, well, the only big like real piece of opera I've seen is Our Pretty Woman. Oh yeah, so this is my this is the other Garfield that I got, and I got it. I saw this immediately, and I was like, should I sell it on or should I just keep it? I'm just gonna put it there to see if you can see.
Yeah, it's me.
I'm not fat. I'm under tall. Yeah. Yeah, I like that one.
Could be a good mascot.
A mascot, yeah. I've got a mascot somewhere. Oh, I've got a Buddha. The Buddha's my mascot, apparently.
Oh.
It's not me, it's the people that watch. They're all like, the Buddha, rub the Buddha. I'm like, that just sounds weird.
Yeah.
Rub the Buddha.
Nearly up for half time now. I feel like there's going to be some extra time in half time, but it's been a really underwhelming first half to start with, to be fair. Only 2 chances on goal, which is both from Man City. Nothing else really. Only 2 minutes of half time, extra time. Been a bit blur. So hopefully in the second half it'll pick up a little bit. Yeah. Well, I'll show you what I got for 15 actually, George. Put it here. It's all on the top, I think, anyway. This is a Levi's shirt.
Ooh, nice.
My 6 items for the £15. J. Crew polo, quite a big size.
Lovely.
This is my champion t-shirt.
Ah, right.
Not that one. Oh, I've got an old school Columbia football shirt. Very retro. It's got
like the Columbia, the country.
Yeah. And it's got long sleeves. So they literally don't do football shirts with like long sleeves anymore. So it's pretty old. Could be about 30 to 40 quid that.
That's good. That's paid for the lot, hasn't it then?
Yeah. And I got 2 Ralph Lauren shirts as well, just basic one there. And like a kind of like a flannelly one.
Well, that's nice. What size is that?
That's large.
That looks bigger than a large, though, doesn't it? Oh, it's got. Oh yeah, that does look a bit bigger than a large.
Yeah, I'd say it was a little bit bigger than a large. Maybe like I'd say it probably comes up more like an XL, to be fair.
Yeah, it's nice though.
Yeah. So I got those bits for 15. Not bad.
That is good. Sometimes it's nice to have like bread and butter bales, isn't it? That you can just like whiz through and just put on, and then they just kind of filter off throughout like the next like week or 2.
Yeah.
I've been finding that a lot with like I don't pick up Ralph Lauren like in the charity shops, but when I went to the kilo sales, I picked up like Gant and Ralph Lauren and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just thought, yeah, it's like bread and butter, and I just get that, and then like the occasional fat face. And I'll pick them up, and then I'll put them up, and I'll whiz through them. They're dead easy to listen, everything. Put them up, and then they'll go like they'll filter off like throughout the week, and it gives you that boost. And I'm like, oh my god, it actually does sell. It's even though it's oversaturated. There's loads of Ralph. They do kind of sell if you've got the right kind of things. If you focus on like larger sizing and stuff like that, they do sell. So.
Yeah, definitely. I've got this P2 jumper as well. I did pay up a little bit for it. It's £8, but I'm pretty sure it's legit because on the inside it does say D2 on like the label as well. It's not like a It's a bit washed. Do you know what I mean? Like the label, but you can see it says D2.
That's good. Oh yeah.
It's just a bit washed. Just well worn, I think. But I got it for £8. It's about like anywhere between 30 and 50, really.
That's nice.
Yeah. Got a little on the side as well.
Ah. Yeah, I don't find D2 stuff. I picked, but then I was at the car boot the other week and I found some trainers. I was like, I've never seen D2 trainers. So I thought, I'll pick them up. Like brand new. I checked the what's it thing online, Google search, image search, and everything, and I found them. And there's of that design, there's none anywhere other than like a third party website. But there's a stamp of how much they were going for, like brand new. £300. I was like, or was it 340 quid? That was it. I was like, oh my god, like who pays that amount for those sort of trainers? It's like, oh, I just it boggles the mind.
Yeah, I haven't found that exact one on like eBay, like in the comments, but a lot of them, even pre-owned, they're going anywhere between 30 and 50. A lot of them.
Yeah, well, there's your money back, and it'll go quickly, probably.
Yeah.
Being D2.
Yeah, I think I'll start it at 50. I'll start at £49.99 and then just work down a little bit if I have to.
Yeah.
But yeah. One thing about BT Sports, they have so many adverts.
Oh god, yeah.
Adverts.
It's a nightmare. And like, you know how because some games, like you've got your Sky and you've got your BT Sports, and then you've got like, say if you're United, you've got the United channel, if and then now there's other people coming into the into the realm of like streaming and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's certain games that you can't get, and it's like it's such a ball ache.
Yeah.
It's really annoying. It's like I wish there was just like a universal pass, like you get a uni pass for the bus. It's like it'd be so much easier just to do that, but obviously.
Yeah.
We're trying to bleed people.
When you watch games on even like terrestrial channels, the ITV will obviously have a few adverts. And then they go to the analysis. But BT Sports seems to have so many adverts. And then the analysis. I think they even do like a few adverts like after that as well. Oof. And like for like the post-match like analysis, you've got at least 5 minutes of adverts. Like there's loads of it.
It's crazy. But Americans are like that, aren't they? Their channels are like that. It's like you can tell in like like Friends, they have like the first 7 minutes. And then it kind of fades out and into the next scene, and that's where the advert is. But obviously, because it's only like, 25 minutes per episode, and we've only got, is it after 15 minutes in that episode? That's when we have our adverts. But you can tell in the episodes it's structured for American audiences, obviously, because in the first 7 minutes it fades out into a weird kind of what's it? But yeah, they put adverts in everything, don't they? It's like
Yeah.
Oh, I was having a bit of a nightmare with YouTube, because every time that I click on my YouTube thing, it's asking me to sign in constantly. And
really?
Yeah, I don't know. There's something wrong with like every time I sign out, every time I click my computer off, it signs out of a lot of my stuff, which is fine. It's like security, but I don't know why it keeps asking me to log in. But then as soon as I log in and I want to watch like something, it comes up with the advert that you can't skip. and you think, okay, the next one's going to be the one after 5 seconds I can skip. No, there's like 2 or 3 adverts, and then the one you can see. I'm like, oh my god, and I'm sat here for like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh come on. And the clip that I want to watch is like a short of like 10 seconds. Like,
I don't have that, but my eBay quite often asks me to like log in through my phone, and then they have to send me a text, and it's like, for fuck's sake, man.
Yeah, one-time passwords, they're a nightmare.
And I'll tell you what else annoys me is when I do shipping through my phone, you know, through Patlink, and then every time Barclays has to confirm it's me, every single time. And
I'm on NatWest, and I have to do that. I have to sign in through my app and approve.
Yeah, every time, every parcel, every day, and I'm like, guys, like seriously, it's clearly me.
It's like getting scanned. What did they buy? Oh, just like 17 parcels. That's all.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, the fact I'm doing it like pretty much every day as well, like a few at a time. It's like, really?
It's not suspicious. It's suspicious if you've never done it before.
Yeah.
But if you've been doing it, say, multiple times a day, it's like, it's not weird. Like when I went to Dublin, there's a function on NatWest now where you can say like when you're going on holiday, so it won't cut you off while you're on holiday. Because that happened to me once, where they cut me off and I had to try and ring up and everything. It was always a nightmare. But yeah, there's like, you can put in it's like a function now where you can say that, oh, I'm going abroad in certain days, so they know not to bother you.
Oh, maybe I should do that as well, because I was thinking actually the other day, I thought, oh my god, when I go abroad, because I'm going to like multiple countries, I wasn't going to get cash out because I'd have to get so many different like currencies, because Switzerland I'd have to get Swiss francs.
Yeah.
I don't think Prague is that euros. I don't think it is it? I think it's Czech something or other.
Yeah, I think it is.
So yeah, I'd have to get like 3 or 4 different currencies. So I wasn't gonna like, you know, get cash. I just gonna use my card and just do the exchange rate fee.
Yeah.
So I let them know I'm going to be going to multiple countries in 2 weeks.
I think there's actually, if you check on, you know, that is it Money Supermarket, you can check which card is actually the best and everything.
Yeah.
And I think mine was pretty decent. It came up as one of the better ones, but it was still like, I think it was like 2.5% of your purchase that it'll charge, you know, for what's it. So I was like, oh, that's not too bad, but still, it's a bit of a. But I've still got loads of euros left as well, which is kind of annoying. So it's like it's just an excuse to go on holiday again.
Yeah. I think the only place I'm going to have euros, I think, are Germany and Austria. Switzerland and Czechoslovakia, I think, have their own currencies.
Yeah, I've still got 75 euros left, so I'm not changing them back and losing the. I'm just gonna keep them and go somewhere else. I don't know where. Oh, I better not take them to the car boot. I've got them in my wallet, you see. I better not take them to the car boot. It's like, you have €5? I'll put them in here. I'll hide them in here. I'll hide them and then forget them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tempted about going to either Denmark or Holland, because I follow Duchess Reseller. Do you follow Duchess Reseller? The toy. She's really good. She goes to.
I think I do on Instagram, but
yeah, she's on Instagram.
I haven't seen her post anything for ages, but also I'm not really sure what my Instagram feed shows me. It seems to show me a load of shit a lot of the time.
I can't figure out which one is. I can't figure out which, when it shows you stuff, it figures out which is promoted and which one's a business.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hang on, do I know that? No, I don't even know that. Why?
Yeah.
I don't want to know about Hoovers. Leave me alone.
I just get a lot of like Mario shit, like just people who have like, you know, made their own little Mario things and stuff like that. I don't actually get like the amount of reselling content that comes through my feed is really quite minimal.
I get a lot of American posh markers. And now I've been getting like, oh, what was it? Oh, we're going live at a certain time on Poshmark and stuff. I'm like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
That's like the new thing now.
Mm.
I don't know. I think I need to get on it like properly. I keep saying that. I've been saying that since March, and I'm like, nah, I can't bother.
Well, I'm
Got me
glad I
on.
did. I was there for like the soft launch, and I took the time to, you know, add loads of things into my wardrobe, like ready, because it did pay off. I did like, you know, £220 in a day, and I've never done that before in my life.
That's
Like,
really good.
Yeah, it was crazy. And that week, I did £200 on eBay as well for the week. So I had like a £420 week that week. It was mad. So I'm looking forward to when it opens up properly, because I think there'll be like another rush. I wouldn't be surprised if they do another incentive when they open up properly.
Yeah. Is it not like open up to the public, or is it just to other sellers?
For people who have referred people, so you know, there's all like the referral codes.
Yeah.
It's only open to those people who add the codes. It's not open to the whole public yet.
Right. I wonder when they're going to do that then. It's like they're kind of wait. I think it's because, you know, like the whole like eBay with Love Island thing.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people, like last time it happened, it spiked like 20% odd. So I think they're waiting for that to finish,
Yeah.
and then
Maybe.
put like an incentive on for regular folk.
Yeah.
Because it's usually like, you know, that kind of demographic everyone's after. So yeah, they know that their attention's split.
They don't have all their categories set up yet, because like in America, they've got like so many more categories than what we've got to be able to put stuff into. They don't have it all set up there yet. I just can't get over the amount of Pokemon card bundles I was selling, and it was all bulk from my own collections.
Yeah.
It was all just bulk cards I had in tins, and I was doing them in bundles like 25 and 50 cards, sets from like 2016, and I was doing anywhere between £8 and £15, depending on the set, depending whether it was a 25 card bundle or 50 card bundle. I totally sold out. Totally sold out of all of them.
God.
They went so quick, but I also think because it's not as saturated in that market, because it's new.
Yeah.
So if people are looking for that kind of thing, they're just going to buy it, because I think at that time I was the only person who was doing that. Now there's like more little bundles coming on, but still not 25, 50, 75 card bundles like I was doing.
Yeah, I think people have cottoned on to Whatnot when it comes to, you know, Pokemon cards and trading cards. That's like their thing, isn't it? Everyone, they're trying to carve out a real name for themselves. So in terms of collectibles,
Yeah,
which is obvious. But then, like you say, if you do it on Poshmark, you've kind of got a captive audience at the moment, because everybody else is just doing clothing.
yeah.
So like,
I had about 4 to 5 buyers of my Pokemon cards, and 2 of them were repeat buyers that would just buy in every time I put a new bundle out. So I message them now and say, I'm going to be putting out bundles. Yeah, so I message them now saying, I'll just let you know I'm going to be putting out more bundles. And yeah, they take them.
that's the way to do it.
Yeah. But I think it's purely because I have them on eBay, I have them on Vinted. eBay, I even put them down to like a 99p auction, nothing. Vinted, they hadn't gone, but Poshmark, they literally went like hotcakes, honestly. It was mental.
Weird that.
Yeah. And like, I sold like 50 card Evolutions, which was a 2016 set. And it's all just bulk. Like, there's nothing special about it. There's no full arts in there or anything like that. They were going for like £15 a pop, because you can't get the prints anymore. Like, and if you want a booster card of Evolutions, it costs you about 40, 50 quid, like 10 cards. So I was doing like 50, just bulk, like 15 quid. Because it's all stuff I've had myself anyway for years, just under my bed.
Yeah.
Like, I've literally got like between like 10 to 12 tins just hiding under my bed of this stuff. So I was
People like buying it, like, you know, you say they're not having anything special. Do you reckon they're just collectors for the future? Like, they're going to collect all these ones categorize them and then loft them?
Some of it may well be like new collectors who are now more interested in like the older sets, but can't buy them because they're so expensive now. So they just want to own a bit of that set. And I also think the other half of it is parents buying it for their kids, because I was in Asda the other day and I wanted to just see what the new set was. One booster pack, is going for about £6 now. For a pack of 10 cards, that's £6. And if you've got 2-3 kids who all want it, that's really expensive.
Yeah.
You know? And actually,
I remember
sets. Do you know what I mean? They just want certain Pokemons or whatever. They don't care about the sets or anything like that.
Yeah, that's it. They all want the Charizard. That's what they want. That they want. Yeah. It's because they see like Logan Paul do it, and they're all like, "I want to do that. I want to get that and stuff." But I remember when Toys R Us shut down, and the amount of people that ran to that Pokemon the stand with all the cards on and everything, and they were picking up like the actual packs, the sealed packs and stuff, and running. I was like, "Oh my god, it was insane."
Yeah.
They must have made so much money off them if they sold them all like that.
But I literally put them on Poshmark just when I was building my wardrobe, like for the crack. So I was putting them on eBay and that. I honestly didn't think they would sell on Poshmark at all because I couldn't sell them anywhere else. But like they went off. Just totally like sold out now. I need to make up more. I've got loads of little piles that I just haven't got round to actually like putting on yet.
I've just got one giant pile, and I'm pretty sure there's a chair underneath there, and I've never seen it. I haven't seen it for about 6 months, but I'm sure there's a chair there and a table. But yeah, I'm the same. What I need to do is I think I might do a car boot in the summer and just get rid of all the stuff, like a serious gutting.
Yeah.
Because I've got a load of board games there that are really cool, but I haven't even listed yet, and I'm like, oh. I'm waiting for Christmas, but then they're just there looking at me. They're right in front behind them. I'm like, oh, I just need to get rid of them. So even if I like sell them for £1 each, that's probably more than what I paid for it, you know, at the end of the day. But yeah.
Oh. See, if I search Pokemon on Poshcard, I said then. Literally, no one's doing massive bundles like I was. They're all individual cards.
Is there a lot of like, like toys and stuff on Poshmark?
I've sold so many Barbies on Poshmark as well. Loads of Barbies. I've sold LOL dolls. I've sold what else did I sell? A Minecraft book, like the annual 2023 one.
Yeah.
Loads of toy stuff on there.
I might, because I've got like stuff on like Depop, like, and that's obviously primarily clothes, but I sold 2 toys like just this week. This week, it was earlier on in the week. It was like Monday, Tuesday, and I was like, yeah, that'll suit me. I'm making like it's probably clearing about £100 a month off Depop, and that's just on the toy one. So it's like, yeah, I kind of every now and then I get like a good sale, and I'm like, oh. Depop's alive.
I know. I had 2 sales this week from Depop, and I was like, "What the fuck?" That'll be it now for another 6 months or something. But I actually think it's better now that you can send offers on it, because you couldn't do that before. And both of those sales came from an offer that I sent, and they bought it. So
that's good.
It makes a difference. I'm going to show you my. So I share all my listings, so then people can see what I'm selling on my wardrobe at the top, and everything that I've sold goes down to the bottom. Let me find it. La la la. Yeah, so that was like I keep putting the camera on me. So that's one bundle, another bundle, Pokemon card, another bundle there, another bundle there. Actually, you can put like sold out on it because I had No More Darkness Ablaze cards. So I went under my bed again. I've even sold, the Fort guy from Toy Story.
Oh yeah.
I even sold him 2 more bundles, Barbies, Wii games, clothes, just everything. Everything's going on there, like it would anywhere else. All those bundles as well, Pokemon cards all sold.
Bloody hell.
And those ones, well, more.
That's so good. Yeah, I think I was like a bit worried or apprehensive at first about it because I was like, oh, it's just going to be closed. Because all I see on the American side when I put anything up, it's all about like, the clothing aspect of it. And I was always like, oh, well, they don't really think like, and it's the same with like Depop. Whenever like anything gets thrown up about it, it's all about clothing. But you can actually sell like lots of stuff. But I was a bit like, oh, will it have the same traction because people are going on there to find clothing? But yeah, obviously it does. So I might have to pull my finger out now.
I sell far more things like cards and toys and stuff like that on Poshmark than I ever have on eBay. And that's not just with the credit, because like obviously the sales are massively slowed down now because everyone's spent their credit. But I'm still selling like the old thing, and 9 times out of 10 it's something for a kid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
But I need to get some more bundles on. But I think it's because I'm not the only person doing massive bundles like that. Everyone's selling like individual cards for 50, 60, 100 pounds or whatever. PSA or whatever. No one's doing like these massive bundles for either people who just missed the print run or it's parents that just want to give their kids Pokemon cards and want it cheap,
That's true.
For £6 a pack now, like that's crazy. I remember when I was like 10, 11 getting Pokemon cards, the first base set come out, it was £2.50 a pack. Now it's like £6.50 a pack. You've got 2-3 kids, that's nearly £20 just for like 1 pack each. That's mental, isn't it?
That is mental. And it's like they can't even, I mean, I suppose they could do like house chores and maybe, save up for them, the month, but I don't know. I mean, things are so tight now and it's like, that's just ridiculous.
And I think that's what a lot of it was as well. Like you say, things are so tight. People can't afford to spend like £6 on just a pack of cards. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, come to me, I'll give you 50 for £15. And I had this one woman message me actually, oh, when's it going to be sent as a present for my daughter over half term? And I was like, oh, it'll be sent, a couple of days or whatever. Because I said I'd do it on the Monday. But yeah, it's a mix of people who just looking back now, got back into it or something, and looking back to see what they've missed over the last 10 years, but now can't afford the packs because they're
nostalgia.
Or it's parents that want it, for their kids.
Yeah. I feel like it's the same with like, retro gaming.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, like particularly during the pandemic, but also like for a few years before. I mean, when the PlayStation came out, like initially, and the Mega Drive came out that mid-90s point, a lot of that generation now are becoming adults, are becoming parents, and they're buying these sets to play with their kids and kind of relive that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
So you've got like the nostalgia boost, then you've got like the collector boost, and then you've got just the scarcity of them now, and it's just the prices are just through the roof. I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I had one buddy. I've got loads of like PlayStation games, but what I do is whenever they re-release stuff on like the Switch, basically, there was a compendium game of like a fight. It was like a fighting series, and there was 7 games released on this one Switch, and I had like 3 of them. So I was like, oh, I don't need them anymore. And I checked how much they were again, and I was like, God, even since like last year, they've gone up.
Yeah.
And it's like, it blew my mind. There was one that was worth like 100 quid. I was like, hang on, it was worth like 30 quid only a couple of years ago. What's happening?
Yeah, it's mental. I think on Inter Milan shirt on the sleeve, I'm sure I just saw eBay sponsors them on the shirt, on the sleeve.
Ooh.
I saw that. I'm going to have to wait. Yeah, they are eBay. On their sleeve, they got eBay.
Oh no, because I'm glad that it's like I'm pro eBay, but I'm not a pro Inter Milan.
Yeah.
I'm definitely conflicted about this.
Yeah, I literally just noticed it.
Maximus said hello.
I'm just going
night
for a
all.
wee. Oh, night, Max. I'm just going for a
Night,
wee. Bear with.
You've got my face just like looking at you now. I'm actually listening while I'm talking. So remember, tomorrow, hydrate. If you go into the booty, you need to hydrate and you need to put some sun cream on. And yeah, shorts, t-shirt weather. Hopefully, but I've heard there might be a hurricane on like Monday. It might be rainy on Monday, so it can't be too bad. But yeah, remember, wear a hat and all that jazz. Right, what's that? Oh yeah, no. A little Hello Kitty. Well, hello there. Hi, Jilly Bee. I know, it's Sophie's channel. I'm on. Hi.
What was that?
Things. No, just a Jilly Bee. She said hello there.
Oh, hello there, Jilly.
And Alison is listing too. Bonjour, Alison.
Hello, Alison. We're just chatting, reselling, watching the football. George is listening. I've got 71 notifications on my Poshmark.
Ooh.
Oh, it's all Mandy, bless her, sharing my stuff. Thank you, Mandy. I'll share yours a bit later. We share each other's stuff. We've got like a thing here where we like share each other's things. Okay, I'm not totally sure whether I needed to be in this chat the whole time, but I don't think I did need to. They've been on for a long time and they've only got through about 14 auctions, so that's not a lot really, considering they're 30-second, 45-second, 60-second auctions.
Did you see on what I think it was on Whatnot, the Rally Roots? They made $38,000 in like an hour.
Oh really? Wow.
Because obviously like they do like vintage t-shirts, and one went for some, I think one went for like $2,000 or something, but because like you say, they're only like 30 seconds, so they were literally firing them out constantly. And it was like,
well, they've been on since 8 o'clock and they've done about 14 so far.
His quote was like 9:20.
Yeah.
God. How do they get the energy from? Because I'd want to finish as soon as possible. I would be like, right, let's get this done.
Oh yeah, like I'm 95% to Posh Ambassador, so when I get there and I can do my own live shows, there's gonna be no fucking about. Trust me. It's gonna be like, oh, what was that? No, yeah, there's gonna be no fucking about. It's gonna be like, right, you pick your time, pick your starting price, go, and that's it. Next. There's going to be like no messing about. There's going to be no massive chats in between. Nothing like that. It's going to be like, right, here it is. Bid. Okay, well done. Next.
Yeah.
That's it.
Jilly B is asking, is that a bottle of wine, Sophie?
No, Jilly B. It's a big bottle of Budweiser. Definitely not swigging a bottle of wine.
It's too warm for wine, I think, unless it's like a white wine.
Yeah.
You need beer. It's beer weather.
I only really dabble with a bit of Prosecco now and again.
Yeah, I do.
I'm not really a wine drinker. I am more of a lager lout, to be fair.
Yeah, I never understood cider, but then recently, like the past like couple of years, I've found like those flavored ciders. I really like them,
Yeah.
but I've not.
I like cider, but it gives me awful heartburn, really bad heartburn. I just can't do it. It's just too acidy for me.
Yeah.
But if I think, oh, actually, I'm gonna have a switch from beer, I'll either have a prosecco or I'll have like a Malibu and Coke or something like that.
Yeah, I like a Malibu. It's quite refreshing, Malibu and Coke.
Yeah, I'll have something like that. Or yeah, if I think actually, I don't fancy beer, then I'll either have prosecco or I'll have a spiced rum. It'll be something rummy with Coke, basically.
That's the one I was after. Hi, Newell. JD and Coke is my drink, so I quite like JD and Coke every now and again. Except I got when I was at uni, I got ridiculously drunk off it, and it's very hit and miss now. I like it and I'll drink it and everything, but it's a bit the same with vodka. I'll have that, but I got very drunk off those two drinks, and I was like, oh, so it kind of every now and then brings back a very kind of memory of me going.
I drank once in Lidl about half a bottle of Captain Cook's spiced rum, which is like Captain Morgan's but their own thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was dead. Like literally fucking dead, like wrapped round the toilet, dead. It was like I've never ever looked at it in the aisle ever since. I've been like, no, you killed me. Like, no. It was awful. Horrific. No, not all the time, Mandy. Just this one because of the football. But yeah, it was nice. Like it did taste nice, like the Captain Morgan one. And I had the same amount, but for some reason, like it just. Oh my god! I think I even slept on the landing next to the bathroom. It was that bad. It was awful.
So I was doing some late night listing, and I thought I'll go to bed early and I'll get up early. It didn't happen that way. I was just watching stuff in the front room, and I just switched on, and The Exorcist was on at like midnight, and I was just like, okay, everyone's gone to sleep. It's creepy where we live. Oh, I'll just watch The Exorcist. So I watched it, and I had to watch it from start to finish then. But I was doing my work, so every time there was a scary bit, I was just like doing my work like that. Keep watching. It's like hiding. And then halfway through what was the moment? It was when she was going nuts. She was like, and there was I saw out the corner of my eye something move, and I was like, what's that? And there was a spider running towards me. And I literally went like that, and I stamped my foot, and I didn't hit it or anything, but it vibrated, and the spider stopped, like literally about a foot away from me, stopped, and then not slowly, it was pretty good, but turned around and then just went vroom. So I was just like, yeah. But it freaked me out. Like,
yeah, I bet it did.
Oh. But yeah, Exorcist isn't scary. It's more funny now, but it does get a bit kind of scary here and there.
Yeah.
Makes me jump. Oh, watch that Smile. Oh.
Smile. I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, it's on Sky at the moment. It is horrific. Oh, it's proper it's jump scary. As well.
Is it a TV series?
No, it's just a movie. And it's basically like it's about trauma, and this psychologist witnesses this woman getting otherworldly kind of like killed basically, and then it passes to her, and that's how it passes on. Like what's it? And it's like, and before they die, they've got this really big creepy smile like that, and it's like,
oh weird.
It's weird, and yeah, there's a lot of jump scares in it, but yeah, I watched that alone in the house, and I was just like, Nope. No, never again. And then I watched The Exorcist. But yeah, it's I'm just taking a look.
Mandy's on a very big bottle of pink hooch. Can you still get a hooch?
Hooch. Have you made it, Mandy? Is it a Mandy special? It's like, you don't want to get up for the morning, do you?
I think I can remember them bringing it back, didn't they? They brought back hooch like a good few years ago, but I haven't seen it for a long time again. But I can remember like hooch was like it was before Bacardi Breezers, wasn't it? It was the same sort of thing, I suppose, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I can remember it was like the thing to have.
Or Blue Wickeds.
Yeah, Blue Wickeds. Or Bacardi Breezers. They don't do Bacardi Breezers anymore, do they?
No, they don't. I used to love them.
Yeah.
They were so refreshing. And then when you realise they're alcohol, it's like...
Yeah. Oh my God, it went down like squash, didn't it?
It did.
What about Smirnoff Ice? Did you drink that?
Oh yeah, Smirnoff Ice.
Remember Smirnoff Black Ice?
No.
Yeah, they did a black ice one. It was still clear, like the liquid. It was still clear, but it tasted like blackberry kind of thing. And it's called Smirnoff Black Ice.
Oh no, I haven't tried that.
Yeah, it was black ice, I'll tell you.
Blackout lie. Yeah, no, I had Blue Wickeds were nice because they did not taste alcoholic at all.
No,
it was like it was horrible, but it was like
you can still get WKDs though now, can't you?
Yeah,
you can still get them. Oh my God, George! I can remember I went on the waltzers one time, and I had a big bottle of blue WKD, and when they were spinning us, I was like that, drinking it. My God, I could never do that again now. Like I look back now and think, what the fuck? On a waltzer down in a big bottle of WKD, like, oh my God.
Classy.
We used to go out to all like the carners as well. We used to go back to all their caravans.
I love the fairs.
Mm.
I love the fairs when we were younger.
I literally love a fair.
There's a smell, isn't there, to a fair?
Yeah. The waltzers are my favourite. I'll go on everything apart from that one that's got, 2 seats at the bottom and 2 seats at the top. And it goes like round like that.
Yeah. That's a nightmare, that. There's one where when you stand up and it goes round and round really quickly.
Yeah.
That one's fine, but so many people have been sick on that. And it's like
Yeah. Can you remember Tagada? Do you remember that? It was like a round thing. You just sit on like this bench, no seat belts, no nothing, and it would just go round and like bop you up and down. Oh, Man City scored.
Oh, who was it?
Man City 1-0, 67th minute. They got to hang on to that now.
Who scored?
Man City, Rodrigo.
Oh, Rodrigo.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes like up and down like that. Like it's crazy. Let me see if I can find it for you. Tagada ride. Right, it looks like this then, George. Oh, I'm trying to zoom in on it for you. Do you ever remember that?
Oh, it's like in a circle.
Yeah, but there's no seat belts or nothing, and it spins you around and bumps you up and down, so you end up like flying to the other side of the thing.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, you get injured on it.
Those were the days.
Do it. I thought they like stopped it, obviously because like health safety. I thought they totally stopped it, but there's not. There's the odd fare that still cracks it out.
It's not a fair if you haven't got a minor injury.
Yeah, exactly. I get whiplash on the waltzers all the time. Well, there we go, guys. Up to the 70th minute, Man City 1-0. Can they hold it? Don't know. But otherwise, it's not been a very thrilling game, to be fair.
They should hold it, though.
Yeah, hopefully they'll hold it. I mean, they've got 20 odd minutes to go. Hopefully they'll hold it. Car boot Chris will be going fucking mental.
Did you see his haul of Man United stuff the other day?
No, I didn't.
It was a big bundle of United memorabilia, and it was like plates and stuff, and like really rare, like signed football stuff and everything. And I was like, I can't imagine him like holding it for very long without it burning him.
Oh, Inter Milan missed an equalised opportunity. They're all getting a bit rattled now. Replay come up now if you haven't seen it. But how they did not get that in, I do not know. But it could have been 1-1. Replay. Oh, off the crossbar, and then a guy did a diving header, and it hit Lukaku. So Lukaku got in the way, basically. I think if Lukaku wasn't there, his own team player, that would have went in. But yeah, just unfortunate positioning, unfortunately. Too many of them trying to get it in the back of the net, and they blocked their own path, essentially. Deary me.
What's that? Can't have City winning where Liverpool won. Ooh. Fighting talk, Lisa.
Ooh. Oh god, that is sickening actually for Inter, because Lukaku like defended the opposition goal spectacularly. Looks like Kyle Walker's coming on now. I've given up with the Poshmark auction. It's all going on a bit long for my liking. And I don't think they're necessarily going to show my stuff anyway. So I've given up with that. I'm pretty sure you don't actually have to be in the auction for it. I think. I'm not too sure.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. But then actually, so thinking about it, because I've done this before with Poshmark hosts. I sent my items, they reviewed them, said okay. And before my item came up, I'm sure I selected the time and the starting price. So you don't actually have to be in there.
Oh.
Rather than I haven't got that far yet. So they've gone for review and that's it, basically.
Oh.
Well, I put some good stuff. Put a bit of Ralph Lauren in, put a bit of toast in. It's not like I put
See, I would be a bit of a tit. I'd be throwing like M&S stuff at them.
Chris has put drinking with Sophie. She is really tipsy. I'm not that tipsy, Chris. And no, Mandy, not been auctioned yet. I don't think I'm going to do. So I'm just forgetting about it now.
Yeah, when you get to ambassador status, you're going to have to do like a big show.
Yeah, I'll do my own one when I get to ambassador. And like I say, there's going to be no fucking about. It's going to be like, give me your item. 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 60 seconds. Tell me your price. Right, that's it. You've had your 60 seconds. Next.
Yeah, you'll be like, who wants it? Sold.
Yeah. I'll be like, who wants it? Done. Next.
That's what it'll be like. You get rid of all your stock.
I know there's going to be no gassing in between. It's just going to be like, right, this is it. Looks nice. Have it. Next.
To be honest, I think that's how like some other people do it. Because they've put up, on like an auction catalog, and you can have a look through like what they're going to sell and everything. And you can even check out their Instagram, and they'll put out what they're selling that day and everything. So like before you go in and everything. So you don't really need to like give the whole history of it and the analysis of it and stuff. You can just throw it up.
No, I'm just very like, this is it. That's that. You either have it or you don't. Next. That's it. Oh, Kyle Walker's gone back to the bench. He's obviously not coming on right now.
Ooh.
He was coming on, and now he's gone back to the bench.
Hi, Amanda.
Oh, hi, Amanda. Nice to see you.
Are you back from your trip? You're in the States, weren't you?
Oh, very nice. I've never been to America. I'd love to go.
I've been to Puerto Rico. It's not the same. Look. Oh, it's so annoying when you can't find something that's like, in the sold comps to try and find a listing. Where is it?
Right, 76th minute now. Man City won. Are they going to do it? Inter Milan 0. We've also discovered they're sponsored by eBay. Oh, they're going to do it. I just liked a bit more of a thrilling final match, to be quite honest. Oh, Foden? No. Save. Yeah, I'd like a bit more of a thrilling match. Like, it's been kind of just meh otherwise. What do you mean, Mandy? You can do it. Oh, and Amanda is going next week. Palm Springs and Vegas. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'd love to go.
I'd like to go to Vegas. I'd have to save up there and just take a set amount.
Absolutely. I'd have to save up like loads of money. I want to I'm going there to blow it. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm not going there to save it. I'm not going there to I'm going there to, as long as I've got my flights, the hotels, the food and everything all paid for, the money that I've got, I'm just going to go to just blow it and just whatever. Just go for it. Have fun. Go on the slots, go on the tables and stuff. Do the full Ocean's 11 experience. Yeah. Not robbing the bank. I mean, just like play.
We'll do that, George. We'll rob the bank.
No, yeah. So, well, I would like to.
Like the rides and stuff like that down the strip and everything else.
Oh, yeah. I saw
with like a load of money, ain't you?
That's it. It's so expensive as well, though. Like, they know how to bleed their customers dry.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. You've got to go with like loads of money. And I'd want to go for like maybe 10 days. And just like gamble, eat, drink, go on rides, have a laugh.
Exactly.
That's what it's about, isn't it?
Exactly. And it's like, it's once in a lifetime.
Yeah, exactly. Amanda's going to gamble. My uncle got married in Vegas, actually. Elvis married them.
Elvis. The Elvis. The real one of the 7 that was around. What's it? Staying on the Strip at the Flamingo. Ooh, that's a famous one, isn't it?
Ooh. Yeah. I'd want to stay at somewhere. I'd want to stay at somewhere like MGM Grand or something like that or whatever.
Yeah.
Have 10 days, like just gambling.
I think, is Adele still there?
I don't know. She might be.
Yeah. You could go see Adele, Amanda. You could try and blag tickets.
Yeah.
I saw someone on I think it was on Instagram, and they're saying, "Oh, I went to see Adele," and then they panned round, and the person next to them was Tom Hanks, and then he said, "With Tom Hanks." Yeah, him and his wife were there, and it was like just casually watching Adele with Tom Hanks. It was like, that is brilliant. I would never shut up about that shit for the rest of my life. I'm just like,
yeah.
The only famous person I've ever met is Lulu. That's the only famous Lulu.
Lulu, you met Lulu?
Yeah, I went to go see a show with Shaka Khan and Anastasia. Shaka Khan was like, all right. Anastasia went straight past us and was just like, no autographs. I was like, all right. Off. So like me and mate, we were waiting, and Lulu stopped and spoke to everybody. And I got her autograph. I can't remember where I put it though. It's in a box somewhere. But yeah, it was really good. Me and my mate literally were walking past the O2. What's the O2 arena in Manchester, and this tout was just like, "Oh, do you want these tickets?" We're like, "What are they?" And it's like, "Oh, it's Here Come the Girls." With what's it? And we were wasted. We're like, "Yeah, sure. How much you want for them?" A £5 each. It started like 10 minutes into it, so we're like, "All right, fine." We were right at the top, right in the middle. We had the best view in the house. Right. It's hilarious. It was absolutely ridiculous. And then we got to meet her.
That's brilliant.
That's my only famous story. She was dead nice as well. She's tiny. She's wee.
Is she?
She's so small. She had a big puffer jacket coat on.
I saw her when I went to go Take That in Birmingham, and we had really good seats literally at the side of the stage, and she came out to do Relight My Fire.
Oh.
It was amazing. Oh, Kyle Walker's finally come on now. He's been coming on for about 10 minutes, but he's finally made it.
He might actually score now then.
Yeah. It's been quite a close game. Man City only 59% ball possession. Inter Milan 41%. I keep wanting to say Inter Miami instead of Inter Milan, because Lionel Messi is going to Inter Miami, which is David Beckham's club, and he bought Inter Miami for 25 million. It's now priced in the billions, and that's half of that is because they bought Lionel Messi. So he got Inter Miami an absolute steal, and it's now worth billions.
Bloody hell.
He's literally done like the shrewdest business move in football you could imagine.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. He bought a club for 25 million and it's now worth billions. Yeah. Mental. I was quite surprised Messi agreed to go to Inter Miami as well, because MLS is more somewhere you go to finish out the last year of your career kind of thing.
Yeah.
Unless he kind of feels like that's his place now, because obviously he's won the World Cup. Maybe he kind of feels like, I'm like, 35, whatever. Maybe I'll go. But he's still,
it's all about the money now.
Yeah, but he's still got like good few years left in him, I'd say.
Yeah, it's the same with like, and I'm like, you know, like Ronaldo, he
Yeah.
just went to bloody what's it for the money, wasn't it? And
Oh,
then,
so yeah, to Saudi Arabia, to
yeah,
Al something or other, wasn't it? Yeah.
yeah, and now he wants out. So he's been given all this money. He's like, I don't want it
Yeah.
anymore.
I've heard that his wife's really unhappy there. Like, 'cause it's
Well,
just total like culture shift, isn't it? I think that's what they've struggled with. It's just total culture shift.
yeah,
I think that's why they're like, no. But then you never know how much of it is the tabloids just making stories. Just
yeah,
you know,
that's
you
true.
never really know, do you?
Yeah, I mean, I'd if all the clubs that I would rather go to like an American one, just because the language is the same, the culture is
Yeah,
technically the same as the Western world,
yeah,
and you know, it's they pay a stupid amount over there.
yeah,
Well, so does
yeah.
Saudi, but
I just don't understand why you'd go to Saudi Arabia. Obviously, other than the money,
yeah,
but everything is just so different to what we know.
yeah, you've got to be really careful as well on everything. So
Yeah.
I'd be on tiptoes all the time, and I'd just be like, oh, I
Even
can't have this.
Ronaldo, when he got subbed off or when he was coming on or something, he just sort of like rearranged himself with his shorts. Like there was nothing to it. Do you know what I mean? But they were like, if anyone else did that in Saudi Arabia, they'd be arrested. But because it was Ronaldo, he wasn't arrested. Like nothing happened. But yeah, literally all he did was just give himself a little shift about, you know. But before he went on, that was it. And then because he touched his crotch, they were like, anyone else in Saudi Arabia, you'd be arrested for that.
Ugh,
But yeah,
mad world.
Jeffson, USA, USA, USA. Yeah, they're trying to get everyone, Lisa. They just want to buy everyone. They just think everyone can be bought, which unfortunately they can be, like Ronaldo. But then once they get there with the lifestyle and everything else, it's not for them. And I personally would rather have a better quality of life or working life or whatever than have the money. That's me really. Nice, Amanda.
It's going
Hey,
to be having.
I need to go for a wee, and I bet you any money
The
someone's going to
score.
now. Yeah, that always happens to me. Back in a mo.
I'm just cross listing at the moment onto a Depop some bits just so I can get them out the way because it's boot day tomorrow. That's too hot. It's too hot for me as well. What song did the Bet Shop Boys write for Tina? Oh, did they write a song for Tina Turner? I didn't know that. It is like a dryer heat, yeah. Milan nearly scored. Oh God! See, I haven't got it yet. I can't see it. I'm just because I'm listing.
I was very close to missing a goal then, wasn't I? I could hear it on the telly. But it was a save. That is a pure lucky save.
Let me bring it up.
Then, what do you mean, Mandy? Confidential, of course. That's true, Jeff. I don't understand your temperature system. I don't get it.
It says confidential on YouTube.
Oh yeah, BT Sports apparently do show it on YouTube, but I'm still watching it through the BT Sports app, like on my telly, obviously.
Oof.
Right, 89th minute now. I think Man City have managed to cling on. I think they've got this.
Isn't AC Milan in like buckets of debt?
Probably, yeah. I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
I'm sure I read somewhere like, oh no, not. Oh, is it? I'm thinking of. Is it Real Madrid? Maybe.
I don't know. To be fair, George, I'm not too sure.
I read somewhere one of them is like in buckets of debt, and they had the state buy into it basically.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not too sure, to be fair.
Get up, Foden.
Foden's hair has always cracked me up. I feel like it looks like someone's just drawn it on with a felt tip marker. Yeah.
It's like a bowl, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, 5 added minutes of extra time. Anything can happen.
Ooh.
We all know this. Anything can happen. I mean, Lukaku could have scored twice in like 5 minutes. Didn't bury any of them.
Oh.
I think Man City are doing okay with the pressure. I think it's Inter actually that aren't doing it because, I mean, in the last 15 minutes they've had 3 shots on goal and not gone in, any of them. Oh, Haaland took him out. First ever Champions League win for Manchester City, this will be.
It's about time, isn't it?
Last 2.5 minutes. Oh. So that's their 4th shot in about 15-20 minutes now. Still not in. All on target. I do love Guardiola, to be fair. He was like a massive player at Barcelona. He was huge.
You do get like those sort of players that just eclipse the club, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, he was just like made to manage as well. But as a player at Barcelona, he was there for years. And he was just huge. Back in like, mid-90s till early 2000s. Guardiola in Spain was huge.
Yeah.
I think they've got this City now. 4 minutes of added time played. Did you notice in the West Ham game, in the added time, he added like an extra 3 minutes or so on?
No, did
It was
he?
meant to be, yeah, it was meant to be 5 minutes of added time. He didn't blow the whistle to nearly 8 minutes. It
It's
was
naughty,
crazy.
that.
It was like, blow the bloody whistle. Stop the game. Yeah, he literally didn't blow it to about 8 minutes. It was only meant to be like 5 minutes.
Oh. Is that Inter Milan's manager having a go?
What, on the sideline?
Yeah, I think he had a to do.
Probably. That's it, it's done. Oh, hang on. They've gone out for a corner. That should be stopped.
Oh,
Eggy, see that?
no, Oh, great save.
See that? Got really eggy.
There we go.
He him by the arms, didn't he?
Yeah, he went like that.
Yeah. This has got to be the last kick of the game now, surely. It's the last corner. Oh!
I think mine's ahead of yours.
Done. Finished.
I think my thing was ahead of yours because...
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because that's when I said, oh, the manager's gotten a bit antsy.
Oh,
and then like,
I just saw it. No, that's it. Done.
The champions.
Oh, Guardiola's going to cry.
They'll all cry.
Yeah, they're all on the floor crying. Burying their head. Oh my God!
That's why I prefer the women's game. There's so much more.
There's none of this, is there? Yeah. I love the women's game. I really love the women's game. I do prefer it to the men's. Like, there's none of this handbags and crying and shit. It's like, ugh.
I think it was Anderson. I think it was an Arsenal player when we went to see them at United. And she got like literally sideswiped and she got like a busted nose. She was playing on.
Yeah.
She was still playing, and like blood was like draining down. She was like, "I can still play." And it's like, literally, you've got to pass out from loss of blood. You got to get off the pit. Then she got cleaned up. She came back on. But yeah, if literally like you touch one of these overpaid turds, you fall over and go, "Oh no!"
I know, it's constant, isn't it? Thank you, Rich Secret Carper, for not doing the spoilers.
I was way ahead. I don't do spoilers yet. All the injured players have been magically healed. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
They're like rolling around like and then like after they get up and they're like a gazelle.
They're like, yeah.
Bloody horror.
Oh dear. Yeah. There's like so much like dramatics in the men's game that isn't there in the women's game, and I just love it. I just love the women's game.
It's so good now. Like what really annoyed me though is that this is the year of the Women's World Cup.
Yeah.
And you know how everyone was talking about the transfer season, and they were like saying, "Oh, who was that fella that was on everyone's hit list? Everyone wanted him. Who was it? Oh, I can't remember. Basically, this guy was dominating the conversation, and I think he got sold for like 25 million or something like that. And then one of the United players, I don't know if it was Russo. I can't remember who it was. I'm so tired. Like, she got paid the highest amount that a woman's been paid. I think it was. I don't know. I think it was like I think it was over 100 grand. I think.
Yeah.
Something like that, and like that literally got a buy mention, and it's like, it's ridiculous. They've literally won everything apart from the World Cup, and yeah,
absolutely. I love the women's game. Like, I go to loads of women's matches. Like the tickets are cheap. I mean, they're going up in price now since the Euros, but I'm happy to pay that because I'm injecting my money into the women's game, and
Yeah,
you just get a far better experience. Like, there's no shit in the stands. Like, you don't get
it's
anyone.
really positive.
Yeah, everyone's just there to watch football. Like, the games are better. Like, there's no rolling around on the floor and all that shit.
We've got my mum's bought tickets. She's bought season tickets for the United Ladies for next season. So hopefully after they win the World Cup, the season tickets might have gone up. So that was before all this slew of injuries that's happened and retirement.
It's so annoying because I honestly think with our Euro squad that we had, I genuinely think we could
Could have
win
won it.
But we've had so many injuries, so many key players are injured, like Beth Mead, Leah Williamson, Frank Kirby. Can't remember who else. But yeah, loads of people are injured. So it's kind of it's still a good squad. Don't get me wrong. There's still great players there, but they wouldn't have been otherwise. It's only because the injuries have made way for them. So I'm hoping that. I mean, in Serena we trust. I love Serena. So
so chill.
Yeah, I absolutely love her. She's very Serena. But yeah, so I'm sure she'll do the best with what she's got because that's basically it, isn't it? She's just got to do the best with what she's got. But they are still cracking players that are taking these players' places. But there's just that gel there from the Euros. Like, they all played together at the Euros. They won that tournament. So there's all these players that weren't picked for the Euros that are now coming in for the World Cup. And they've got to make that gel very quickly. But there's one last pre-World Cup game because the World Cup, I think, starts on the 22nd of July. There's one last pre-World Cup game against Portugal. So I'm praying no one gets injured in that.
Yeah, that's like right before it as well, isn't it?
I know. It's just ridiculous. I mean, America will probably win it again because, for women's football in America, it's always been huge.
Yeah.
So much bigger.
Had the investment.
Yeah, absolutely. They've always had it there rather than we haven't. We're only just getting to that now because we're just of a total different mindset for women's sport in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, the investment's coming through now. We're starting to compete.
I loved it when Alex Scott went at the Euros and they won, and she said when we were because they were pitching the idea for the Euros, and
we were begging you to use your stadiums. You said no. Look at you now.
Yes. And I was like, and she said, "We will remember you. We remember who backed us and who didn't."
Yeah.
Amazing. And when we went to the FA Cup final, it was 70. I think it was 75,000. What's it? So people want to see it. 75,000 filling an 80,000 stadium. Yeah. That's good, And we paid £15 for, or was it £30? I think it was £15 or £30 for our seats, and we were right behind the goal.
Yeah.
For that. It was like, and the ticket, oh no, that's it. It was 30 quid. And then the regular match was like 20 quid.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing when you think the men's one. We were paying like 100 quid to go see a regular friendly. It was like, oh,
yeah,
crazy. But it's cheaper and it's better. I prefer it.
Yeah, definitely. It's like to watch West Ham play because obviously Kate lives in East London, so West Ham's like the local team. So to watch them play, it used to be £5 a ticket. Since the Euros, it's gone up to £15. But I'm okay with that. Like, I'm fine with that because I'm injecting.
It's still cheap.
Yeah.
It's still like a cheap night, isn't it? Really. I prefer it.
No, I'm okay with that. And the amount of women's games I've been, even to Wembley, like the FA Cup finals, all sorts of things. The amount of money I spent, like £20 most a ticket, if that.
Yeah.
Good seats.
I think we spent more on food and drink at Wembley than we did on the actual tickets. Like it was like £8 for a pint. Oh no, it was £6 in the ground, but then there was £8 outside, and we had like 2 rounds outside. It was like, we've just paid for our tickets, you know. And Mum was like, oh, whatever.
Yeah. But it's just such a nice atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah, it was really good. I liked it because it's dads taking their daughters as well, which is nice. And it's like, you know, obviously me and my mum went, but like it's made like dads seeing like young, you know, girls with the dads and everything, and they're just loving it. And it's the show they should.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not like exclusive you know, to want to men.
Like, when I was at school, it was gender exclusive. Like you had to be a boy to play football. And I used to play to quite a good level when I was younger. I used to play for like Cheltenham Town, got spotted for like Bristol Centre of Excellence and stuff like that. But my mum couldn't take me because obviously got a brother and a sister. I've got my twin. My sister's only 18 months younger than me, and she couldn't drive me to Bristol as well as doing school. I was training 4 nights a week by this point as well, and she just couldn't manage it basically. And that's the thing, like if you don't have the support of your parents, you won't go that far because it comes when you're a kid, you know.
Yeah.
And I couldn't take myself on the train because I was only like 14, and I was just a bit too young to be going to Bristol and back on a train at night and you know things like that. But I can remember all I wanted to do at school was play football, and that was what I did every break time with the boys, always playing football. But for PE, all I ever wanted to do was play football, but I had to play netball or hockey or something.
Yeah.
But
it's daft. I think it's all changing now.
Yeah, it's so different now, and it's great to see. And really, it's only since I turned like 30, I'd say, like I'm 35 this year. It's only since I turned 30, I've actually been able to watch women's football and not be like, it should have been me. Like, I literally couldn't watch it for years because I was like, that should have been me. Because I had the opportunities, but I couldn't fulfill them because it was just the family circumstance. I was too young, you know, whatever.
It's like outside factors messing with you, what you want to do, and it's like, oh.
I couldn't get a train to Bristol when I was like 14. There was no train back at night. It's a 45-minute journey. Like when you're 14, you don't really want your kid getting the train, you know, late and things like that. And then obviously with my brothers and sisters' activities as well, my mum just couldn't do it all. So yeah, it's just one of them things.
But it's nice that you can see it now and be like, because my mum's the same. Because she played football constantly, like throughout her teens and everything, and she was never allowed to play. And it was actually illegal for women to play football, like not football in the streets, but you know, at an organised level, it wasn't actually legal.
Yeah, just mental, isn't it? Women can't play football.
Absolutely mental.
Illegal. That's crazy.
Crazy. And like she says, I feel like I could have done it, like because I had a teacher who was like encouraging me on and everything, and I could have done it, but then it wasn't meant to be. But yeah, she loves watching football.
Yeah, it's all about like opportunity at the end of the time. Like a lot of it is right place, right time.
Yeah.
But
it's nice seeing it now, kind of getting it.
Yeah. I can like really appreciate it now because I actually like I can remember playing and it was a boys' sport. And I can remember even growing up, I used to play football all the time. It's like, the boys play that. That's for boys. That's not for girls. Like, that's boys. I'm like, but I love it. Like, why should sport be boys and girls? Like, you know, why does that happen? Nothing should be boy and girl, you know?
Yeah, as long as you've got a drive and an interest in it, it should be encouraged.
Yeah, you should be supported with it, not just, oh, that's for boys. That's not for you, that's for boys. That's my rant over.
That's our soapbox moment.
Yeah, that's it. That's the soapbox moment of the live.
I have one of them, don't worry.
Yeah. That's the moment. They're just lining up for the trophy presentation now.
Well, see, now I've got another YouTube advert. Oh,
I don't, because I'm watching it on the BT Sport. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Lisa.
well, there we are. It's on now.
I should turn the light on, really, shouldn't I, Mandy? I didn't realise how dark it had got.
See, on my one, he's bringing the trophy over now.
You're where?
He's bringing over the trophy now.
Oh, so he's only just bringing over the trophy for me. He's only just picked it up.
He's reached this stage now, and he's gonna. Oh, he's putting it on the podium.
I'm well behind. Are you on YouTube watching it?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're behind me when I'm on the actual BT Sports app. I'm behind for a paid thing.
And it's free.
It's free and you're in front and I'm behind.
I thought I was behind, so I was like, oh, and then I thought, hang on, no, wait, I'm in front. What's going on?
It's so weird, isn't it? How everyone gets different points of view, like all the time.
It is. It's strange.
Yeah, you can be behind, in front. I can remember when Chris done the World Cup, lives. I was so behind every time. I just used to put it on and then mute the chat because I was just like, I'm so behind. There's no point. They'd be like going, go! And it would take about 3 or 4 minutes for me to get the goal.
I remember, I don't know what game it was or what. I think it must have been like a World Cup thing. But our neighbours, we were watching in our house and they were watching theirs, and because we had a different Sky package, I think, to theirs, but it was basically the same. But for some reason, one was quicker. So like you'd hear like yeah, and then like an oh like that, and we would be like spoilers. like literally 10 seconds later, we'd get it, and we'd be like, oh, too late with what we've heard it now. We've ruined the surprise.
Look at that bold ref. He looks like he's trying to be Gianluigi. What's his face? You know the famous ref that looks like a zombie.
Yeah, with his eyes popping out.
Whatever. Yeah, looks like he's trying to emulate him. I'll tell you what annoys me when the runners-up get their medal and they look massively like ungrateful for it,
and they take it off.
Yeah, and they give like a dirty look, and then they take it off, and I'm like, and they're like, ugh. Like it really annoys me. It's like
it's your fault. You guys played.
Yeah, it's like you're paid thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds, and you're so ungrateful that you've got a runners-up medal that multiple people would kill for that, but don't get.
Yeah.
I kind of think it's kind of like a bit of bad sportsmanship. I think like they're being given their medals, but they're like, ooh, or they take it off or whatever. It's like, I don't want to see that.
They're a bit gutted, aren't they? It's like be gutted, but don't be a dick about it.
Yeah, be gutted about it. That's fine, but don't be ungrateful.
The inspiration Dorella and the man who plays internationally in this country, Channel London, the last one. to receive his Goddess medal, and now the moment is here. So Manchester City team that had to watch Chelsea make this walk 2 years ago, and after climbing the steps of Wembley last weekend, and then straight into the record books and into history tonight. No supporters who are here will never, ever, ever forget this night, forget this moment, or forget this quite remarkable season. Where were you on this day? In Saturday, Istanbul. It was different.
I don't think they showed my stuff. But also, I can't be totally sure because I don't think you have to be in the live for it. I'm pretty sure you don't have to be in the live for it. When I've done other lives of Postmark House, I don't think you have to be. But yeah, they didn't.
I wonder what they've been doing then for all that time. How many did they end up doing?
A mix of like their own stuff and other people's, but a lot of it is talking.
Oh no, I'm with you. It's like get it on, get it done, get it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what we came for. We're auctioning.
Well, yeah, and if I've got a limited amount of time, I want to get the most stuff out as possible. You know what I mean?
Exactly. PC, do you do auctions like online auctions?
What, on like eBay? Do you mean?
No, I mean like live auctions, like out of an auction house when they're televised, like through like
Oh,
streamed.
no, I've been wanting to try that for like ages, but no, I don't do that.
It's I'm on Easy Live auction. So I've got like there's a couple of auction houses around me, and they do to combat the pandemic and everything. They did all online, and they've kind of not moved off there because they've made more money. So it's mainly all online now. So I watch it and everything, and you can have you register your card and everything, and you can either pay a flat fee of £3. Or pay I think it's a fee of, is it 2%, 2 or 3%? So £3 is easy because it's like I end up spending like 100 quid, so it's, or hundreds of pounds. So it's like, no. But yeah, I kind of prefer doing that. And the guy who's on it, it's like at a real auction, like going once, go and he's dead quick. And he's got like 1,000 listings like to do, 1,000 like it's lots to do, and he's on it. He's constantly like, can I get 10? Can I get 10? Going to 12, going to 12. Yours if you want it. And I'm just like, oh God. So yeah, I think it needs to be like that. If you want to do 1,000, here we go. It's on my one now.
Yeah, like it's got to be, I don't know, it's got to, because it's such a small amount of time, you've got to really drag people into it. Do you know what I mean? Because you're kind of encouraging that impulse buy, aren't you? Because it's such a small amount of time.
Yeah.
So you want people to be like, yeah, you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this. Boom.
I love like some of the tactics that they use as well. Like it's like if there's been like a bidding war between two people, and the other person's like kind of finishes, they say, "Do you want to let it go? Are you gonna let it go for? Give us another £2 bid on top. It will be yours." It's like, no, you don't care. You just want more money off him.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm just looking at the stadium fireworks. They're a bit shit, actually. The champions! I do like the music. The champions!
It's been like that for years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I love that. So, who composed that? Someone composed that. Can't remember who now. Some very well-known musician composed that. Who? In fact, I've got to Google it because that's really pissing me off now. Who composed? Who composed the Champion League? Oh, Tony Britton, 1992. Adapted from George Friedrich Handel's anthem Zadok the Priest.
That does not sound familiar. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I thought I knew this stuff, but actually I don't.
Hey, that's a good quiz question, though. You'll remember that.
Yeah. I feel like Zadok the Priest, though. I feel like. I feel like I kind of know that.
What's
Oh,
that
it's
one?
a coronation anthem.
It's from a what?
It's a coronation anthem.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's from.
Oh, yeah. I can hear it in my head now.
It says Zadok the Priest has been sung prior to the anointing of the sovereign at the coronation of every British monarch since its composition, and has become recognised as a British patriotic anthem.
Well, there you go. So was Wonderwall.
Yeah. Wonderwall.
It doesn't have the same ring, though, does it?
No. Yeah, when William gets crowned, Wonderwall will be playing. Never mind Zadok the Priest, it's going to be Wonderwall.
I think I'm done on this now. I've listed 7 items, but I've cross-listed them as well to Vinted and Depop.
Oh, well done. Yeah, that's what I do.
Because it's just when it's right there, the listing, it's easy just to copy and paste and just get it done.
That's what I do as well. I do that too. But it does take that longer, doesn't it? So I've done 7 items, but actually I posted it to about 4 other platforms as well. Like, it's not just one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But you've done well to do that many still, George.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to hit like 20 a day to my 20 a day habit. I'm trying to do like 20 a day and just to kind of get as much done as possible. So I always pick like easy ones to bulk list it, or like, you know, like t-shirts and stuff like that. It's just easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, today it's just toys and stuff, all the stuff that basically it's all the stuff that I got today. Because tomorrow I hope it's really good. I mean, obviously I hope it's really good, but like I've just got a feeling that I might be getting a lot of stuff tomorrow.
Oh, well, I hope it's not a UTI. And
yeah, can you imagine?
But yeah,
I'll go live on Sunday. I'll be in a delirious state.
Yeah. I have that feeling.
I'll be like, look what I've bought. And it's like a shoe, just one.
Yeah. I'll be like, George, I told you about that feeling. Oh, well, that's it. It's over now.
That's it.
I'm going to head off now. But thank you, George. Thank you for joining me.
It's all right.
Very much enjoyed it. Thank you for your company. But yeah,
No
we know
problem.
now it's all done. So yeah, I'm going to head off. So we'll see you all later, guys. And my next lives are going to be traveling ones too. So yeah, I'll see you all later, guys. Thanks for joining. Cheers, George.
Bye.
Bye.
Because I'm getting an enormous amount of stick on Twitter for wearing it.